How's it going, everybody? I'm Big Brother 5000, and that is a corpse. Welcome back to more Master Detective Archives Rain Code. So, our buddy Zilch died. He took a knife to the chest and then burned alive. This is actually really familiar to me. Fire extinguisher, medical equipment. But we just entered investigation mode, and I'm gonna jump right into it. So this is the thing. This reminds me of a certain case in Danganronpa 1, and if you played Danganronpa or watched the series, maybe you remember what I'm talking about. But this reminds me a lot of a certain mystery. However, I'm not going to spoil that, just in case you've seen it. But there's a lot of stuff to investigate in here. Let's start with the corpse.
It's completely charred.
Yeah.
No movement. No breathing either. I can't feel a pulse. The smell of burnt flesh is too much for me. A knife is still lodged in the chest.
Oh.
This is the only knife wound. I don't see any other injuries.
The fire? Maybe the fire? Maybe?
Well, how's our corpse doing?
He's dead. So, status, not too good.
Dead, without a doubt.
Thought so. Kinda charred after all. You really didn't even need to check.
Yeah, he's a little quispy, but that's alright.
Don't be so glum. You had to check the corpse in any case.
And that's what detectives do, after all.
It's not that. I mean, if I'd noticed sooner...
You think you could have saved a life? Forget about it.
So instead of talking to Shinigami, if we might have gotten out here earlier? I don't know, he took a knife to the chest.
If you're so worried, try CPR. Though, you'll be tasting soot doing that to such a charred corpse.
Well,
What's dead is dead. Never let that get you down.
And you're a god of death, right? So,
Right.
can you do something about
I have to
this?
tell the others about this.
Right.
I smell a case.
Okay. I was very excited about it. And not gonna lie, so am I. This is interesting.
This is...
The fire extinguisher I use is on the floor. Yeah. Looks like it's mostly empty now.
Master?
You open the lock and put out the fire. That was some quick thinking, Master. And now you can check out the corpse up close and personal. Yeah. Great. Medical equipment.
This is...
This is medical equipment from the infirmary. I don't know how to use it. Of course, you don't need to. Even if you did know how to use it, there's no saving someone that's quispy. The guy was charred black before you got into the room. That is right. AD. It's the AAD from the infirmary. Using this on Zilch now probably won't help. Yeah, he's kinda dead. You wanna use it on the human charcoal? If he did come back to life, he wouldn't be happy about it. Right. We don't have a Two-Face situation. It's his whole body. Colors don't change. Well, this has a... Oh, when you walk away from it, it has a check mark on it. Okay, cool. Whoa, just picked up speed instantly. So, we were in the restroom when it came out. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Let's go tell the others. We're picking up the pace. This is an emergency. She's like sitting on my head. Everyone. Everyone? Is that another dead body?
Huh?
You're kidding. No. Oh my gosh. Miss Goldmine.
No way.
Another body's been discovered. Oh my gosh.
Is this a dream? This has to be a dream, right?
Premonition of the future? Just kidding.
Maybe it's a nightmare.
Oh man. Oh no, I just remembered something from the trailers. Oh gosh.
Please, I want to wake up. I can't take this anymore.
You're so pitiful, you know that? You sure you're the guy who sold your soul to me?
What are you anyway? Friend or foe?
Yeah, what do you do?
Your friend, of course. After all, you're my master.
Don't tell me you're just here to teach me detective stuff. You've got to be doing something more.
I'm your friend, and I'll be haunting you till death do us part.
Great.
I don't get it! Why would I make a contract with a death god? Wait, do they even really exist? Maybe this floating thing is just a figment of my imagination.
Yep, just no hallucination.
Shut up, your trap! You memoryless, courageless, brainless detective!
Let's be nice now.
This is a nightmare to you, then you gotta use all you got!
But what can I even do?
That's why I'll be your teacher and mentor. I'll make you a proper detective yet. Just listen to me and everything will be a-okay. First, check the scene of the crime like you did earlier. Now stand up. Come on!
Well, gosh. So yeah, we're not going off of Danganronpa rules. Everybody could die in here. Without further ado, let's get to it.
It's Melanie, all right.
Yep. I'm very sorry, Miss Goldmine. You were pretty cool.
She's completely burnt to a crisp, but I recognize what parts are left of her face. There's no pulse or breath. No doubt she's been dead for a while. There's a bottle of liquor nearby. Maybe that was used to start the fire.
That's what I was thinking.
You found 2 corpses back to back? You sure are reeling them in!
Well, I see. Well, Spike Chunsoft, they like to throw us for a loop and make you think that somebody's gonna stay alive, but when in reality, they're gonna be the first ones to go. So these 2 were in the trailers and they gave off their abilities, but dang, son, they're gone.
Talk about beginner's luck!
There's nothing lucky about this at all!
So, what's the cause of death?
Huh? Oh, there aren't any obvious external wounds.
So she burned to death. The other one also got incinerated.
But he took a knife to the chest.
Such a cruel way to die. What's going on here?
And that's right, he did take a knife to the chest, which means he got stabbed in the front. So if he was alive before he got burnt to a crisp, it means you probably saw who stabbed him. Liquor bottle.
This is...
There are empty liquor bottles around, and all of them apparently had high alcohol content. Could melamine have been set on fire with this? I'd imagine so. Alcohol is the best way to cook the stench out of meat, after all. Yahaha.
What a rich fragrance! How about a taste, Master?
Get a hold of yourself. 2 people are dead. Are you eating and drinking? Got a giant cookie? The bar counter. This is where they got him.
This is...
There are a bunch of liquor bottles on the shelf. Could they have been used to set Melanie on fire?
Yeah, that's right!
What is the heck? She is literally flambéed with some pricey looking liquor, huh? Not a bad way to go. Oh, you're weird. Anyway.
Let's go to the next one!
Oh, okay, the next one. Don't say it like that.
Huh? Did
Oh.
it just shake?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? The lights went out for a moment and came back on.
Ooh, it got dark outside. Looks like we're in a tunnel.
Oh. I do like her little animations and her little art. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, shouldn't you be hurrying?
Oh,
you
right.
should probably tell the other master detectives, yeah?
Right, if any of them are still alive.
That's right.
Poochie's coat. Oh, that's right, Poochie. Dang, son. Well, we don't know. So now we're down to...
Is anyone
3.
there? We need help in the first 2 cars.
Well, 3 real master detectives and 1 imposter.
Zange! Poochie! Apex! Anybody!
No response. I smell a tragedy. This is like the very picture of hell.
Yeah. So, that Amaterasu Corporation, I think this is their plan to stop us from investigating them.
One mystery after another. I can't hold back from all this excitement.
Or you're gonna have to.
We have to find the others right away!
Yep.
I'm getting excited here.
Anybody in here? Oh my gosh!
Poochie.
Oh
No way.
my gosh.
And that's number 3. It's a hat trick or a turkey, right? Mystical! Master, if you don't want to end up like this, then you better be more prudent.
Huh?
The train hasn't gotten to the destination yet, and you can't get off halfway. Which means whoever killed these guys is still on the train, right?
Exactly.
The killer? But who would do such a thing?
You'll find out if you investigate. You better nail it, Master. Regardless, you should leave the door open to be safe. Gotta make sure you don't get cornered.
Yeah.
Yuma's exactly me right now. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Oh gosh. Stuffed bear.
This is...
This big teddy bear might have been Poochie's personal belonging. You better be careful, Master. It might suddenly start going. Good nod right there. It's just a teddy bear, as if something that strange could happen, right? That would be pretty interesting if it took place in the same world. But my gosh, Poochie, dang, son.
Poochie's corpse. I can barely make out what's left of her face.
They're all going. That's insane. Now that I look back on like Danganronpa rules, 2 killings limit is a lot better than just going on a spree. It's insane. But we're down to Aphex and Zangi. Mr. Eraser.
She doesn't appear to have any external wounds. There's a blanket over her torso. Looks like she was burned when the blanket was set on fire.
Yep,
Dang.
it's a corpse.
I gathered that. The trolley bag.
Is this Poochie's bag?
Maybe there's a weapon for self-defense inside. It'd be good for you to check it out.
I'm sorry, Poochie. I'm taking a look inside.
Very sorry.
There's a change of clothes and travel supplies. No weapons or other self-defense items.
It's a wash then. It was sitting there like a treasure chest, so I was hoping there'd be a rare metal inside.
There isn't. You know, I was planning on like joking about a couple of things, but I'm too shocked.
Why is this happening? Even Poochie.
Master, let's move on if you're done here. There's no time to waste.
Right.
There really isn't.
Where's Zange? And Aphex, too.
You should be more worried that one of them is the killer. Cat earphones.
This is...
There's a set of cat earphones. Poochie must have had a lot of headphones. Well, I can see. Well, dang, son. There's a rabbit. There's a cat. Crazy. She never took off her headphones, even in front of people, right? How rude. Let's not speak ill of the dead. I'm sure she had her reasons. Yeah, I wear headphones all the time. I have a lot of headphones, guys. Not gonna lie. Do you too? Anybody in here? This room's not burnt. Whose room is this? Oh no, it's Zilch's room. That was his symbol, if I remember.
Whose bag is this? Oh, it's open. Is it okay for me to look inside?
Bro, there are people dead and the killer is still out
You're
there.
a detective. Why even ask? Detectives search people's bags and cupboards all the time. Smashing pots to find what they want is part of the job.
That's
Okay.
too much.
Smashing pots.
Notice. World Detective Organization, Human Resources. Dear Zilch Alexander, you are hereby dispatched to the Special Autonomous Region of Kanaiward. Dispatch duration, indefinite. Use the enclosed ticket to board the Amaterasu Express to Kanaiward. Rendezvous with the Master Detectives on site.
Were these letters fabricated to
Upon
get us
arrival,
on board?
Proceed to the Nocturnal Detective Agency, World Detective Organization, Kanai Ward Branch. There, you will receive further instructions. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mysteries from this world.
Or be eliminated. My gosh, dude. We got 3
This is a
down.
letter for Zilch, so this must be his bag.
We saw his coat.
The only things inside are work documents, nothing else of note.
Ah, that's no fun.
Okay, what do we got here?
This is...
It's Silch's clothing brush. There's some fur stuck to the bristles.
Then,
Those weren't real ears, right? Maybe he was a clean freak. Not that it matters now that he's burnt to a crisp. Zilch. Dang, son.
This is...
Oh. No, not that.
then,
Let's check. Animal print glasses
This
case.
is-
It's a glasses case with an animal print on it. There's nothing inside. This probably belongs to Zilch.
right.
He was the only one on the train wearing glasses, after all. He kind of put on a mustache. You're very cute, Shinigami, I'll give you that, but my gosh, there's a time and place. Backup
This
control
isn't
room.
a passenger room. The sign says backup control room.
We used the force to open it.
Wow. It looks like a secret base. Don't you want to destroy these whenever you see them?
Maybe it's just you.
No,
Yeah.
there's no one here. So I should go look for help somewhere else.
How about you check out that machine over there? Maybe it'll help you figure out what happened.
You can see our
It's
destination.
Okay, I won't break it.
I don't think you
Fine.
can. You can't touch anything, right?
Just gotta hit this thing and it'll be good as new.
What? Monitoring device. Oh, this is... there you go. Got a little reticle here. So we're really close to Kanaiward, as it looks like.
This is the train map. The shining part must be the train's current location. After we exit this long tunnel we just entered, we'll reach Kanaiward in no time.
It's been a long trip. But I'm sure it's been a shorter one for a certain napping detective.
Right. Backup control system.
What's this machine? There appears to be instructions. Backup control system?
The control system automatically manages the electricity within the train. When the main control system fails, it will switch to the backup system after 1 second.
So the control system manages the electricity. This one is the backup, not the main one.
Hey, what about the file over here? What does it say?
It looks like an explanation about autonomous driving. The control system will supply electricity as programmed and drive the train. But all train cars on the train have motors that run autonomously.
Crazy.
Because of that, it can easily climb steep slopes.
I just don't trust things that can drive themselves. Pretty
I
scary.
guess everything here relies on that control system. So, if you destroy the main and backup control systems, you can stop the train.
Right now, the control system is functioning, so the train is still moving with no issues. The monitor displays an operation log, but there's no record that the train has stopped at all.
Yeah. Master, while you were sleeping like a log, I never sensed the train stopping either.
So but
The doors
non-stop.
won't open unless it stops, and the windows are all locked. No one can get on or off while it's en route. Huh?
What's wrong, Master?
I noticed the backup control system is operating.
Well, it's better that it's running. All the electricity is managed by the control system after all. Anyway, Master, I'm bored of this place. Let's move on already.
Move on because you're bored?
Right, not because we might die, and if you're stuck to me, don't you die once I die? Is that how that works? She's uncomfortable when I'm uncomfortable, so I'd imagine she'd die if I died. Well, she's already a ghost, I don't know. She's a Shinigami. Maybe she'll just move on. Like a genie. Intercom.
Oh, there's an intercom.
Oh, it mentioned the intercom. Mentioned the intercom before. Sorry. In an emergency, press this button and speak into the receiver.
Yeah, and now I'll report this to Control Headquarters and call for help.
It'll just be that easy. Yep.
It won't connect. Why?
Because that would be too easy.
If it doesn't connect during an emergency, it's totally useless.
If this system was completely automated, a report should have been sent to Control Headquarters about the fire.
Maybe everyone in Control Headquarters is already dead, and you're the last living human in the world.
Well, then we'd have an I Am Legend situation, but instead of a dog, I'd have you.
What a horrible thing to say.
Right? Gotta rank up control device. This looks like some kind of control device. It might be dangerous, so I shouldn't touch it.
Right.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to press the wrong button and cause a train to derail. That would kill us all. Including the killer that's still roaming around right now while we're looking at stuff.
There weren't any survivors in this train car. You better go check the next one.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go to the next one!
If Zongi or Aphex is dead in the next car, then it's just us and the killer.
Is anyone there?
Not the best thing I would yell.
Watch out!
Watch out. Oh, just in general? Oh my gosh, I looked at my map and I moved a little. I thought there was like a little dot that was moving around to indicate like a killer. Wouldn't that be crazy? Evade the killer.
There's nothing here. I don't see luggage or anything else.
If each person gets their own room, then someone got nothing, right? It can't be. Yep, it's nothing.
What? What are you talking about?
This is...
There are a lot of tissues on the table. Maybe you can't turn down free samples when people hand them out? Oh yeah, there's so many reasons for why somebody would keep tissues next to the bed. Yeah. You dirty-minded ghost. What are you implying, Shinigami? Get your head in the game. Jacket. Who does this jacket belong to? It looks like something Aphex would wear. So it's probably Aphex's. Did you check the pockets? There's nothing inside. If we don't know who it belongs to, it doesn't make a very good clue. Right. A magazine. There are magazines scattered on the desk. Don't you dare, Shinigami. Okay. There's a pro wrestling magazine. What are the hot angles these days? This super punch. And why are you in the wall? I don't think it has anything to do with the case. Let's look somewhere else. Okay. That was surprisingly very tame. Good job, Shinigami. I'm proud of you. Here we go. Behind door number 2. Oh, cuts. You've got to be joking. Aphex. Aphex is the killer.
How did this happen?
4 dead balls in a row! A walk-in with loaded faces!
What? Do you think this is funny because you're a death god?
I think so.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's awesome! My heart's fluttering with joy! Each death takes the mystery even deeper. So mystical!
This is all wrong.
Now it's just us and the killer. However, if Aphex is dead, then we have a huge problem.
You away? Guess not.
No, he wouldn't be. So poor Zongi, Mr. Eraser's dead. Everybody's dead. Dang, this threw us for the complete loop, man. Everybody's dead. This game looks to Danganronpa like, you guys are getting survivors?
He's burnt to a crisp. I can just barely discern his face, though. I can't find any particular external wounds, just like the other corpses. He was also incinerated in a burning blanket, like Zilch in the first car and Poochie in the third one.
Alright, they all had these blankets. And were covered. Zilch was the only one that was stabbed in the chest.
All three of them were sleeping in bed and murdered by immolation? Oh, what's this?
It's his phone.
Zange's cell phone. Maybe his photography left something behind.
My thoughts exactly. Let's
No good.
check.
Just a video of me drinking coffee.
Alright. Is this important somehow, though?
It can't help me solve this mess.
Okay. Maybe. Never know.
That's 4 of them. Who could have done this?
I don't know. I think your list of suspects is very, very short.
Wait, there are just 6 people on the train, including myself. And I found 4 bodies.
Nice job, Yuma.
Zilch, Melanie, Poochie, and Zange. The only one left is...
You know it.
Aphex?
Took you long enough. I knew from the very start.
Well, we expected him in the little select your
You
culprit.
still need work,
thing.
Master. I'll be sure to train you well.
So Aphex is the culprit? He murdered the others in such a deranged way?
And we got points. Did we get plus 10 points for suspecting Aphex the first time? Would we get the same amount of points for suspecting everybody? Because if we got lower points, I don't know. Well, how would we know how many maximum detective points we would get from somebody?
He's got a
I don't
short
know.
fuse, so maybe it was a crime of passion. He probably lied about being a master detective.
Well, lying's a must
No,
for
he's a
a
master
killer.
detective for sure. I sensed him use his powers.
But can't people have powers without being a
You
detective?
sensed it?
But if he betrayed the WDO and became an Amaterasu Corporation spy,
Right.
it's reasonable to conclude he killed the other master detectives to sabotage our efforts.
Yuma here really reminds me of Kokichi. Saying.
Anyway, time to boom kill that psycho!
Yeah, let's just straight up boom kill
Totally
him.
about to say that, right, Master?
Yep.
Not at all. If he finds me, I'm done for.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised you haven't died yet. You look like you'd be the first to die.
Yeah, and we weren't. We didn't get to the infirmary, which we told everybody we were, which is probably for the best.
I won't deny it. I probably got overlooked. I was supposed to be in the infirmary in the first car, but I passed out in the restroom, right?
Right, and that short detail just stopped us from being killed.
Maybe that's why the killer didn't find me.
Oh my gosh, our cowlick is just a giant, like, question mark, and our head's the dot. It's kind of... Sorry. Gotta focus up.
I just remembered!
What's that?
Huh? What's up?
Master, I told you that while you were passed out, no one came to the restroom. But one time, the door did open, I think.
That would have been very handy to know from the get-go.
The time I noticed, the door closed again. Don't know who was there. Now that I think about it, could it have been that guy with the short fuse?
So he let me go? Why?
Because we're best buds.
Maybe he thought you weren't even worth killing. You're an incompetent guy with amnesia. That wasn't a diss, just a fact.
Well, he's killed everybody else, and we were knocked out. So why not us?
No.
Gosh.
Now that we know who the culprit is, we have to find him before the train arrives.
Or Omega stand punch. Or punch rush.
Find him and do what?
Catch him, of course. And it's all up to you, Master.
That's the part I'm worried about.
That's impossible.
It's fine. There's no time to waste.
Nothing's fine about it.
Okay, quick investigation real quick. Well, yeah, we did investigate you. Let's check the bag.
This looks like Zange's bag. There's nothing inside that matters.
It doesn't just look like Zange's bag, it is his bag. Notebook and fountain pen.
This is...
These might belong to Zange. They look well used, so they could be really old.
Say,
Why don't you look inside the notebook? There might be something about the case. It seems to be records of past cases he handled. But there isn't any information about this current case. Crazy. Of course, because he died before he knew anything. Last one. Alright, Afix, where are you? Are you dead too? I'm gonna be very surprised if you are.
It's a woman's travel bag. There's
Houndstooth.
a name here. Melanie Goldmine.
Yep.
Looks like makeup and travel supplies. Nothing noteworthy.
So we have 2 people that died in beds. Well, 3. One was in the infirmary bed. We have Zilch, Poochie, and Zange. And then Miss Goldmine died in that the alcohol area. The dining car.
hey, did you check to see if someone's hiding nearby?
Well, that was my first idea, but
Yeah, no one's here.
Are you sure? And what if he's hiding in the bag?
let's check.
Even a child couldn't hide in there.
You never know.
You don't know that. You're up against a master detective, remember?
And here's the thing, does everybody just get one ability? What happens if somebody has 2? Is that going to be a twist?
What if there's a master detective who has the appearance of a child, but the mind of an adult?
Okay.
Of course there isn't.
Kokichi immediately came to mind, huh?
You sure about that?
It's kind of childlike.
I think there's totally a detective like that out there.
Oh. Clothes. He's hiding in the clothes. There are women's clothes on the bed. I wonder if they belong to Melanie. Probably.
Yeah, that's right.
Those are some flashy threads. She definitely gets some looks in the city. But now she's all burnt up. I guess she won't be wearing it anymore. Melanie, why did she have to die? Why did any of them have to die? Well, we know why. It's because somebody wants to stop us from reaching our destination.
This is...
There's a pouch with cosmetics on the desk. This must belong to Melanie. But she'll never use it again.
Well,
You shouldn't apply makeup to fresh burns, after all. Okay, thanks. It'll just be our color commentary on everything. Same with me. We share the same job. Getting close. Can't be too far off. Maybe he wants one final duel before he finishes the job.
It got brighter. Guess we made it through the tunnel.
which means we're almost there. At this rate, you'll let the murderer escape.
More shaking? What is it this time?
So yeah, we can't apprehend Afix,
Master, you gotta
the
hurry!
killer.
The next train car is the 5th one. This train has 5 cars in total, so this is the last one. Oh, but...
But you can't access the 5th car, the one at the end. The door appears to be broken and won't open.
I remember that.
the door was supposed to be broken, right?
So where's Afix? Stop freaking me out.
Hey, it opened.
It's opened.
Was it repaired?
Afix, are you dead?
It's been wrecked. What happened here?
Master, look over there!
Afix.
Dead body.
No way! There can't be a fifth corpse!
There can be.
Because that would mean everyone except me is dead.
So mysteriful. Even I'm getting confused now. Anyway, time to investigate.
We've got a big problem. Huge problem. But here's the thing. If an Amaterasu Corporation member is here, then that would mean we had 7 people on board. However, if only 5 Master Detectives were supposed to be on board, maybe they missed us because they got all 5? Maybe they left? I don't know.
This isn't a fake. It's a real corpse, isn't it?
Isn't it? He's asking himself.
It is, without a single doubt, the bona fide remains of a human. I'm positive about that. I specialize in corpses, after all.
So are you dead? Did you used to be an investigator? A master detective before you died?
I'll check for signs of life, just in case.
Okay.
No, he's completely dead. Huh?
Still got the
His
chain,
necklace looks familiar. Wait, it's the same one Aphex was wearing.
though. Yep.
Looking at the body type of the corpse, matches the guy with the short fuse.
His face is burned beyond recognition, but could this really be Aphex?
So right now Yuma reminds me he's like a combination of like Kokichi and like you, Narukami. Just from his look and the way he looks.
You might find it unbelievable, but it seems like it. So his cause of death was also fire?
Everybody's just fire.
Yeah, I don't see any other external trauma. Wait, there's an injury on his chest.
I was noticing that. I was like, no external injuries. Excuse me. That looks like a wound.
Hey, you're right. I'm surprised you noticed.
Is it a
Pointing.
stab wound? Looks like he was pierced with a blade.
We saw the blade sticking out of Zilch's
That's the
chest.
case? Was he stabbed to death?
No, he could have been incapacitated by the stabbing and then burned. It's impossible to determine the cause of death with what we have.
But everybody was covered with a blanket, right? Well, was Miss Goldmine covered with a blanket?
Oh? You've gone full throttle in this investigation. Good job! To me, for being your mentor.
Okay.
Why Aphex?
Yep, this corpse is real too.
Yep, we got that. We got that. In control room B.
It says main control room B.
Yes, it
It's
does.
no use, it won't open. There's a driver's seat in there, but I don't see anyone. The autonomous driving device is there, but not on.
Hey, Master, maybe someone's hiding in there. Any way you can bust it open?
I don't think so. The door looks too sturdy. Also, I don't think it's possible for someone to be hiding in there. Aphex
It's
and
definitely
Gucci
possible.
both said that there were only 6 people on the train.
Who cares what they said? Just when people say things, it does not have to be true. Just because somebody says, I suspect that there are 6 people on this train, doesn't mean that that's the case. That's just mean, according to them, it seems like there is.
So
There can be-
including me, there can only be 6 of us here.
There can be an infinite amount of ninjas hiding throughout this train, burning people
I
alive.
see. Oh, why are there 2 control rooms in a single train car?
That one's easy.
They probably have control rooms so it can go in either direction. This is the last car for where we're heading, but it'll be the front car on the way back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now that you mention it, there is a control room in the front train car too.
So now I'm wondering about the order of killings. If you were first, and if somebody was hiding all the way here, did they make their way back? Because in that case, they're in the back car while we left forward.
But this
Or
is
maybe
the
they're in
last
there.
train car. There's nowhere else to go from here.
Connecting door. And we can't get in there. Sorry, man. Okay. This area is still glowing, so... Oh, and we walked straight to him. We didn't check any of these rooms. Burn bed.
This is...
The bed in the infirmary is burnt and flipped on its side. Why is only this bed turned over like this? Maybe it's to hide evidence of some kind. Just a hunch. Then we'd want to check it further, right? Door key, medical equipment. Check the fire extinguisher.
Huh?
This is like the same scene we had. Hey, there's a fire extinguisher here. Maybe somebody noticed the fire and tried to put it out? I wonder. Crazy. Medical equipment.
This is...
There are medical devices here just like those cars. Just like those in car 1. Hold on a sec, guys. Whoa. That was weird.
Hey!
This train is unmanned, right? There's no one on the train who knows how to use this sort of device. Why even have one? Still using my detective voice. And sorry if the audio is acting a little weird. I heard some strange stuff in my headphones, and I checked it, but it seems to be going okay. Volume levels normal. My volume normal. There's an AED set up in the infirmary, but there's no sign it was used. No point in using it. Someone already burnt to a crisp. Did you say that the last time? Like exactly the same way? This is spooky.
Huh? What's this?
What is it? Did you find something?
The interior lock is open right now, but there's something odd about the latch. Look, there appears to be blood on it.
Oh, you're right.
Let me try to slide it.
Yeah, there's more blood on the locked, so it started out locked.
That's a bloodstain, all right. But why is blood there?
It seems the blood got on there while the door was locked.
That's evidence of something for sure. No harm keeping it in mind. Sure hope you got all that down.
I got it all. She made it out there. Somebody busted in there. While it was locked, probably stabbed Afix. Well, my scene took the fire extinguisher, broke the window, stabbed the guy, unlocked the door, walked in. Restroom.
The restroom is in terrible shape. The mirror is cracked and covered in soot. There's no one inside.
That's good. And we never checked the door to the restroom! Oh wait, but Shinigami said that nobody walked inside. That would have been very important information, and I don't imagine it would make things exciting in any way. Maybe. Nothing in here, though. So the whole place is just beat up. The place is still glowing, so... something here. Maybe not in this room, per se, but... I think we ran straight there.
Huh? That's weird. This area seems more burnt somehow.
Maybe there was something flammable in there. See? Look there! There are traces of something that got burned.
Is that some sort of plate displaying the train car number? But why is this the only one completely burnt? It doesn't seem particularly flammable.
What is that? Train car plate? And that flew off. Main control room A.
It says main control room A. It's no use. It won't open. There's a driver's seat in there, but I don't see anyone. The autonomous driving device is there, but not on.
They all seem to be empty. Oh.
Thank you for choosing the Amaterasu Express Direct to Kanai Ward.
Up body has been discovered. Just kidding.
We are approaching Kanai Ward. Please mind your belongings.
Master, we're almost at the station! You have to catch the culprit!
Catch who? Everyone besides me is dead.
Are you sure it's everyone? Calm down and count again.
Zilch in car 1. Melanie in car 2. Poochie in car 3. Zonge in car 4. And Aphex in car 5.
See? That's 5. Everyone besides me is dead.
That makes you the only possible killer, Master. Did you do it?
You saw me.
No, that's not possible.
But I can't say for certain. I lost my memories, and now I'm seeing a death god. There's something wrong with me. Death gods are said to reap human souls. Maybe because I'm being haunted by one. Maybe subconsciously.
Uh-oh.
We are approaching Kanai Ward. Please watch your step while exiting the train.
Finished. We're gonna have to pick this up in a later investigation. We'll probably wrap it up and then maybe at the end. Like, that was it. You were the one who got on board the entire time. Because we're missing a suspect. There are more people on that train. So now we need to find out who they are.
We've arrived! What's it gonna be, huh? What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Huh? What?
This looks bad! Step out of it! Run!
Run? But...
Now we look mighty suspicious.
Master, those guys from before are still on the platform. Run to the front train car.
Why is this happening to me?
But they are part of the Amaterasu Corporation, so it probably wouldn't be good for us anyway.
They're coming in!
Hey.
We gotta go! I wonder if Master can even make snap
Danger.
judgments.
Danger dodge. You might find yourself in a pinch during the course of detective work. Follow the on-screen instructions to get out of those tricky situations.
Master
Oh, gosh.
doesn't make mistakes.
But there's a time limit for inputs, so be careful.
Right.
Oh no. Master makes a lot of mistakes, Shinigami, I'll tell you what. Let's give it a try, though. Got it? Okay. Quick time events. It can happen at any time, now I gotta be wary.
Police?
Okay. They have
They're not your
Amaterasu
friends,
stuff.
that much is for sure. Considering the state of the crime scene, they're totally gonna pin it on you.
But...
Oh my gosh. Maybe that's why they left us.
Oh!
Yeah. Take that. They have gas masks on. Don't think that would do much, but I don't know if those are gas masks.
They're gonna arrest you! Run!
Oh!
No!
I accidentally pushed a different button. I pushed, okay. Oh, dang, that's pretty quick.
They're gonna arrest you! Run!
Okay. I saw L push left. Ooh. Good roll. Oh my gosh. Got pretty good dodge skills though. Handy that. Outside, here we go. Amaterasu Corporation. More of them. Oh, they've got laser swords. Just kidding. How do we make it out of this one?
Looks like you're done for.
Dang it. Not quite
Wait,
yet.
Please,
There's an opening.
Listen to me. I can explain.
What's there to talk about? You're a master detective of the WDO, aren't ya? The name's Swank Katsunel. I'm with the Amaterasu Corporation's peacekeepers.
His name's Swank. His teeth say money. Alright. Is your jacket made out of gold? What the heck? Oh my
Amaterasu
gosh.
Corporation peacekeepers?
You got yen sign on the back of your head and cash?
Don't
What the
act
heck?
like you don't know. You're a WDO detective for crying out loud. Or are you some sort of imposter?
And you're just drinking
No, I'm not.
all the time? That's gold. Dude's wearing a jacket made of
I think-
gold.
You think? Well, I don't care either way. What's about to happen has already been decided.
It's been planned for the get-go, hasn't it?
Is
The peacekeepers are the defenders of law and executioners in Kanai Ward. The unjust wander into my space. They will be eliminated.
eliminated?
Hey, isn't Kanai Ward under the complete control of Amaterasu?
Yes, it is.
Meaning, these people are like the police here.
Police? But it's just some company security department.
Maybe we knew that this was going to happen from the start, and then we sold our soul, and recruited Shinigami specifically for this.
Hey! Who are you talking to?
Don't worry about it,
All right! You're the only one who can see me, thanks to our contract, Master.
because you're my stand. Of course.
It's a bit cliche at this point, huh?
Don't laugh. Help me.
I'll ask again. Who do you think you're talking to, huh? Talk about suspicious.
I'm sorry.
Tell me how you're gonna explain this situation. We prepared that trip to welcome you all here, but an internal fight sprawling into a bloodbath was unexpected.
It's not what it looks like. There's a perfectly logical explanation behind this.
I don't think
You're
they care.
the culprit.
Huh?
Well, that was direct. Master, try your best to beat him.
You got it.
No, I really don't know anything. Everyone was killed while I was asleep.
I don't think so. While the other detectives were asleep, you killed them. As proof, there's the coffee and wine.
What the?
We found coffee and wine in the dining car. When we checked the second car earlier, I had a subordinate drinking. You can see what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like some sort of knockout drug was mixed into it.
Drug?
And we drank that.
Which means you drugged the other detectives and killed them while they were passed out.
Wow. He may just be a lowly grunt, but he knows his stuff. He could be trouble.
Why do you sound so impressed?
Means we gotta take him out right here, right now.
So did you figure out the cause of death?
Yes, they all burned to death.
All of them?
How cruel of you to kill them like that.
Yeah, some took a knife to the chest, man. You
What's
ain't
your
right.
end game in this? Is it money or is it money?
I think yours is money. Can't put my finger on it, but I think you're motivated by money.
And over everything you swipe, I promise I'll show mercy to your wallet.
He just wants money. That's no fair.
Yeah, he's got a jacket made out of gold. What the
I'm
heck?
not the culprit.
Yes, you are. You're the culprit.
Alright, no need to raise our voice, man.
No,
You got it wrong, though.
I'm not the perpetrator. But do I know that for sure? In this situation, who else besides me could have done it?
It's not us, though.
There were without a doubt only 6 people on the train, and 5 of them were killed.
But we don't know that. Well, Poochie used her ability, detected for heartbeats on the train. Let's figure this out.
The only possibility is...
Just admit it! I know you're the culprit!
What am I supposed to do?
We're supposed to think, Yuma.
Admit it now! You're guilty!
Am I the killer?
That would be a crazy twist.
Come on,
wouldn't it, guys?
confess.
We're the killer.
Maybe it's better if I confess for now. It could be better to get through this now and get some time to think about it.
No, because then we'd be in jail instead of playing the game.
Why confess if you didn't do it? Master, you're an idiot! I'll boom kill you!
I'd like to see this boom kill in action with these guys.
Huh? You heard me? I didn't say it out loud.
You can read my thoughts,
There
dude.
you go again, talking to yourself. Must be crazy or something.
But we should have some kind of psychic link so I'm not continuing talking like a crazy
I
person.
hear your thoughts too. I told you we share the same mind and body. Anyway, never mind that. Why are you giving up already?
Well, there's nothing I can do.
Wrong. The mystery solving has just begun. Why did you make a contract with me to begin with?
Yeah, so let's find out what you do, and second off, it looks like you're coming out of that cup. It's pretty funny.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stop talking to yourself, you unstable psycho! Bring him down, men! Confiscate anything of value he has while you're at it.
I'm guessing this is in Japanese, or originally.
That sounds so pitiful! I'll show you what I'm made of right now! Come on, Master! Your mind and body right!
What in the world? Oh, gosh. I'll talk about it after. She's going through a Sailor Moon transformation. Crazy. So let's just head on into this dark portal. Can they see this?
What is this? What's happening?
Time has stopped. Crazy. Wild.
What's this? What's going on? Ah! Who are you?
What do you mean? I've been with you the entire time!
Wait, you're Shinigami?
That's right.
Oh, right! Guess you can't tell because I'm not Puffy anymore. I can only access the mystery labyrinth if I'm at full power, so I had to change forms.
And I need to collect
Some
evidence
parts of
for
me
you to
are
gain
still nice
power?
and Puffy. It's true. Want a touch?
No thanks.
I'm okay. Anyway, what's going on? It's like time has stopped. And what's that hole?
That hole is connected to the mystery labyrinth.
Mystery labyrinth?
You'll find out when you enter. Come on, let's go!
Wait, you have to tell me. What's a mystery labyrinth?
Save the deeds for later, kid! Down the rabbit hole we go!
Things are about to get weird. Very weird. Save? Absolutely. Well, that was pretty wild. And I think this is a good place to call it, actually. Dang, a lot happened in this episode. Everybody was killed. And we're gonna, in next episode, we're going to make our way through the mystery labyrinth. And Shinigami's going to teach us how. But dang, guys, this has been a crazy couple of episodes just so far, just off the bat. I'm very excited to see what lies in wait for us. But without further ado, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I'm Big Brother 5000, and hey, guys, hope you have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.